Welcome to episode 6 of Notion Wave podcast, and in this episode, we are talking about the riskiest position for chasing your dreams.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
If I had a penny for every time I heard the phrase make your passion your work and then you won't have to work for a single day in your life, then I'd be a millionaire by now. It's easier said than done. Pursuing your dreams takes you on a path that's mostly filled with broken glass and you're always asked to walk barefoot. Our hardwired mindset with a strong affinity for security pleads in front of us to not to take any risks. Even the heavenly results of a calculated risk associated with a venture make it seem like a dragon breathing fire on an individual drenched in gasoline. That's the reality of this hardwired mentality that irks for security, and this mentality is most prevalent in the middle class section of the society. Among the three sections of society, the middle class is most susceptible to this mentality. The other two classes, namely the rags and the riches, often don't suffer from this desire for security that much. I'm not saying that it's easier for these two to follow and achieve their dreams. The struggle is real for everyone. But it's about the choice of following their dreams which becomes easy for these two as compared to the section that's sandwiched in between. So, one might ask, how does it become easier for these two? Let's take the example of the rags. Granted that their struggle might be the hardest in achieving their dreams, but we are talking about the choice of following the dreams. The risk of losing something while walking on the path towards your dreams is simply not there. One can't lose something one doesn't possess. Hence, it becomes easier for some to follow their dreams because they are not hindered by the thought of losing something. Compared to the section on the extreme end, can somebody be afraid of losing anything when they have everything? The richest form that section of the society that doesn't need to worry about losing their bread and butter, and hence a sense of security is often their prerogative which can be fulfilled even if they follow the path to their desires or not. If the basic needs are being met and one can freely think about buying the luxury with what they already have, then this hardwired mentality often takes a back seat. Hence, in the spectrum that stretches across the three sections of society, the strongest affinity towards security is found in the middle. Even if, for some reason, a person learns to look past this mentality, the variables that live in the society act as a constant reminder. Of course, this doesn't mean that no dreams are fulfilled for the middle class, but it's about the choice they need to make in order to follow their dreams and weigh it next to the risks that are associated and hope that the expected outcomes shall outweigh these risks. And the position where this choice is to be made is the riskiest position for chasing dreams, because one not only needs to worry about the challenges and hurdles that they'll need to face in the future, but also about the risk of losing somewhat of a beneficial position that they have acquired possibly after the hard work of an entire generation. The rewards are indeed attractive and the satisfaction achieved from the gratification of dreams is unparalleled, but getting over that sense of security and the fear of losing it is the hardest thing to do. But once done, everything else becomes easier. Also, if they are not careful, all their nightmares become reality when things don't turn out the way they hoped. This happens because there is a very thin line between being careless and being brave. The journey towards the stars includes a bumpy ride and the risks are always real. But if we had given into this fear of the unknown and the security of being on the land, would we have planted a flag on the moon? Would we have stepped on the moon? Would we have sent a spacecraft beyond our solar system? The risks don't get real than that. But the satisfaction derived always reaches new heights. We all know that with great power comes great responsibility, and with great dreams come great risks. But once we teach ourselves to overcome this hardwired mentality that loves security, that's when we can begin our journey to achieve greatness. Speaking of greatness, we recently achieved international status. We got 6 international downloads on the Notion Wave podcast. I know it's a small number, but at least we broke the barrier. So kudos to everyone who took the time out to read or to listen to whatever I had to say. And thank you for listening to this episode of Notion Wave podcast. And don't forget to check out the other episodes from the library. Head over to my blog to find more content, and thank you for tuning in.